Sam my dudes, Samander here, and welcome to my Eon World Trophy draft recap. I am Salem, the coach for Solihull Samurotts, and I'm going to just be talking to you guys about what Pokemon I picked for the league and why I picked them. So, first off, I started with Celebi as my first draft pick, as you guys can see on the screen. I saw that Mew wasn't available in the draft. Mew's actually banned in this league. And I was just like, you know what, I want to use one of the mythical Pokemon. I was either thinking of using Mew, Jirachi, or Celebi. Since they're all really good, they're very versatile with 100 stats across the board. I can do a lot of things with them, like I can run physical, special, I can run a bit of a tanky build if I wanted to. And they all get quite a lot of Mews, especially Mew, but you know, I can't use them. But Celebi gets access to Aura Sphere now, which is really nice. They get access to Pollen Puff, they get access to a lot of moves. Their physical moveset is a little bit lacking, but I can still run a physical one if I wanted to. So I thought, you know what, why not pick it? I didn't know how, sought after it would be. I'm still kind of new to draft, so I don't know which Pokemon to go for first or which one to save for later. So I figured I'd go for my mythical first, since I didn't really have a replacement for it other than another mythical. So second up, we have Incineroar. Since I'm a really big Incineroar fan, it is my favourite starter from Gen 7, and I heard it's actually really good. Like, I didn't realise Incineroar was that good competitively. I thought it was like a VGC mon, but not really a singles mon. But I looked at it and I was like, I can work with this, and I've been playing with it in practice battles so far, and it's been really fun to use. So I'm not going to really say what sets I've been using, so you guys can see them next week for the at least for the first battle. But I've been really enjoying using Incineroar. He's got a lot about it. You know, he's got some bulk, he's got some insane attack. His speed's pretty lackluster, but you know, you can find some workaways around it, and you don't always need speed. So yep, that's our second pick. I was also thinking of Arcanine actually as like an Intimidate Fire type user. Fire type Intimidate user. There you go. That's what I'm trying to say. And he was my backup, but fortunately I managed to get Incineroar first before I went to the Doggo for backup. Now next we have Milotic to complete the Fire, Water, Grass core. I was recommended Milotic by one of my friends because they said that Milotic fully counters Incineroar with competitive, and you know, since Incineroar has Intimidate, so I was like, yeah, I don't really want to fight a Milotic with competitive, so why not draft Milotic with competitive so I don't need to fight it? You know, that works. I was also thinking of drafting Quagsire just because I really didn't want to fight a Dracovish. So I thought maybe Unaware or Water Absorb Quagsire would do the job, but I feel like Milotic's pretty tanky as well. It could definitely eat up a Fishious Rend. So yeah, we ended up going with Milotic for our third pick. And next we have Silvally. So Silvally is extremely versatile. It's not quite got 100 across the board, it's got like 95, I think, 95 across the board, which is still pretty good. It's not really like strong in anything, it's just kind of solid across the board. The reason why I picked Silvally is because I figured there would be some types that I don't have access to by the end of the draft, and maybe I'd need those types in one of the draft battles. So I thought, why not get Silvally, and I have literally covered every type I could want. So I've still got to try and get some more types, but at least I've got a sort of safety jacket with Silvally, knowing that if I need a flying type, it can become a flying type. If I need a ground type, it can become a ground type. It kind of limits it with items because I have to give it drive, but I think the type diversity definitely outweighs the loss of not having an item. Just because it becomes really unpredictable when you don't know what type of Silvally I'm bringing. So I think it could be really good. Next I have Gardevoir, which was actually picked because I got sniped quite heavily. I originally wanted Sylveon as my fairy type since I already had a psychic type with Celebi, and Sylveon got drafted, and then right after Sylveon got drafted, Alolan Ninetales got drafted. So I felt like I should have drafted my fairy type first before Silvally maybe, but what's done is done, you know. I can work with Gardevoir. Very good special attacker, Psychic Fairy. A little bit unfortunate that it crosses over types with Celebi, but you know what, it's chill. I haven't used a Gardevoir competitive before, so hopefully they put in a lot of work this season. Next is Flygon, which is one of my personal favourite Pokemon. It's my favourite Dragon types, so I just really wanted to use it. I know it's got like a bit, I think it's got a bit buffed this season, or this gen, I should say. It's got a little bit of, I don't know how exactly, I know it's got Breaking Swipe now, which is pretty decent, and it's got, it gets Dragon Dance, I think, got Dragon Dance before, I don't know. I feel like it's a bit better this season, this draft. I keep saying this season when I mean this gen. So yeah, I picked it. It could be physical, it could be special, which is actually the case for a lot of my team. There's not a lot of Pokemon that's like purely physical, purely special. I think the only ones really, like Gardevoir, Milotic, and Incineroar, those are the only like not mixed ones. I think everything else after Flygon, and including Flygon, are more mixed Pokemon. So I like having that sort of diversity where you don't know what kind of set I'm running. And yeah, Flygon's pretty fun to use so far, from the practice matches I've had. Next we have another mixed attacker, we have Lucario, which I'm surprised lasted this long, to be honest. I didn't originally plan for Lucario. I was thinking of getting like a Hitmon, like Hitmontop or Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan. And then I thought, why not get, spend a little bit more, get Lucario. And then I have a Steel type as well, since I didn't have a Steel or Poison type and I really wanted one. And I thought, hey, why not like combine my Fighting type with my Steel type and get Lucario. So Lucario is really good. Good speed, a good mixed attack, a little fragile, but it's fine. It puts in the work. And it gets a very good move pool. I kind of want to use Steel Beam. I don't know how viable Steel Beam is, but I just really want to use Steel Beam at some point. So who knows? Maybe we might run Steel Beam like Lucario at some point. But I really want to use it in one battle of this draft, just because I think it would be good. Because it's like 140 base, does 50% recoil, I think. So maybe at some point during the draft we'll be able to use it. Next on the draft we have Raichu. So I wanted an electric type, I didn't have one yet. So I was looking at them and I was like, hey, I like Raichu, why not use Raichu? I think I was originally thinking of like Rotom Frost or something. But I figured, it's not too good. Like, it's a Rotom, but I thought Raichu might be better. It can be run mixed, it's got a lot of speed. Doesn't it get I feel like it gets a new move this gen. Did it get an update or something? Let me check. Raichu. I'm pretty sure it gets a new move, which I looked at, and I was like, oh shit, that might be interesting. It doesn't get Aura Sphere, does it? There's no way it gets Aura Sphere. Oh no, I think it gets Play Rough. It gets Play Rough, that's what I was looking at. So yeah, I guess Play Rough now, which is really interesting. Definitely help for a little bit of coverage. It gets Surf as well, just naturally. Like, it used to be sort of just like event thing, but now it's just straight up gets Surf. So it's got quite a bit of decent coverage for an electric type. I can run Grass Knot, I can run Play Rough, I can run Brick Break, I can run Breaking Swipe. Wait, was it Break? No, that was Brutal Swing. Never mind, it can't get Breaking Swipe. Picking up Brutal Swing, it can get a lot of different moves, which is quite nice. I could run Volt Tackle if I really wanted to. Don't know if I will, but I can run Volt Tackle. It's got 110 speed, 110 speed, 90 in both attack and special attack, and then its only real downside, it's really fragile defensively. It's got 55 defense, and it has 80 special defense. It also gives me another electric immunity because I can get Lightning Rod on my Raichu if I'm running a special one, which will be quite good. Just free switch in on a Volt Switch, and then I could go for another Play Rough or something, maybe set up a Nasty Plot. I don't know. I wouldn't do that on the same moveset, but whatever. We can, there's different strategies I can use. Next up on the list is Sableye. So I knew I wanted a Prankster user in this draft. I was either thinking of Sableye or Liepard for my Prankster user. And I didn't know which one to use. The last three, like before I chose Raichu, I had a real big struggle trying to pick my last three mons. I knew I wanted Raichu, but the last two were a bit difficult. I either wanted Sableye and I think it was Sableye and Mawile, or I wanted Vileplume and Liepard is what I think I wanted. And I ended up saying screw it, not having oh, do I not have a fairy? I don't have a fairy type. Oh no, I do. I have Gardevoir. Never mind. For a second, I thought I didn't have a fairy type. I think Vileplume got drafted as soon as I picked Raichu, which was a bit annoying. So I had to just go with the Sableye route. But it doesn't matter in the long run. I kind of just wanted Vileplume just so I could have a switch in with Celebi, so I could run Celebi 1 week, maybe and like I could rotate between Celebi and Vileplume, and then maybe rotate between Gardevoir and Mawile, sort of thing. So it would be kind of tricky to know which combo I'm bringing for 1 week. So I thought that would have been really nice, but Vileplume got drafted, unfortunately. Sableye's still really good. It's very good Prankster user. Will-O-Wisp, Recover. It's got Encore. I'm trying to think what else I could do. I don't know if it gets Trick, however. I know that's something I really wanted to use on Liepard. I like using a Trick Iron Ball set, just to make a very fast one very slow. But I don't think it gets it unless... I think it gets Disable, which might be nice for Dracovish. I could get Disable in on its Vicious Rend maybe if that's about to do some work. Yeah, I don't think it gets Trick. Oh well. Oh well. But yeah, I'm excited to just be annoying as hell with Prankster. Get some priority Will-O-Wisps off, get rid of some physical threats and things like that. Maybe get a Toxic off at some point. And, oh, we didn't. Priority substitute as well. I don't know. Different ideas, different sets. But I definitely want a Prankster user. Might go with Liepard for the next league, maybe, to have a Prankster user, but I think I'm going to have a lot of fun with Sableye. And then, finally, I have Glaceon, which I picked for 3 reasons. I wanted to use an evolution, it's cute as shit, and I didn't have an Ice type, and that is basically it. There wasn't really any competitive reason why I chose it, I just really like Glaceon. I know it's not that good competitively, I don't think. Like, what tier is it in? I didn't spend that much points for it, so I don't think it's that good. Okay, I can't see what's... Oh, it's PU, okay. So, yeah, it's not great. It gets Freeze Dry. Yeah, that's the move. It gets Freeze Dry, which is quite nice. So I can deal with, like, maybe Dracovish if I can eat up a hit, which I don't think it can eat. Well, it's got a lot of defense. Maybe it could eat up a hit, you know, who knows. We'll see. I'll have to do some damage calcs later. It gets Freeze Dry, which is quite nice. It doesn't have too much diversity in its moveset, unfortunately. Like, not a lot of the evolutions do have a lot of diversity within their move pool. They only really get, like, Double Kick, which I wouldn't use, Shadow Ball. You'd think it would get, like, a lot of diversity considering it evolved from a normal type, but no, not really. It doesn't actually get a lot. But, oh well. I'm excited to use Miracle. That's one thing I'm quite excited for. Since no one ever seems to predict Miracle or Counter for whatever reason. I know I ran a Swampert a while ago on Showdown that had Miracle, and I one-shot a Tapu Lele with it. So I feel like Glaceon's a bit more bulky than a Swampert. Let me just double check. Glaceon has 95 Spadef. And Swampert has 90. Oh, actually, it's quite a bit. It has 90. The good thing with Miracle as well, it counts as a damaging move. So I could run Assault Vest if I really wanted to. So if it was a very hard special hitter, and it would usually kill, I could get the Assault Vest just to make sure it doesn't kill, and then go for the Miracle, which would be very nice. It's unfortunate with its abilities. I feel like if it got a different... If it doesn't have a lot of useful abilities, really. It's got Ice Body and Snow Cloak. And they're only really good if I run a Hail team. So it's a little bit annoying. Since I don't have... Like, I wouldn't really set up the Hail. There's no reason to. The only Pokemon that would benefit is Glaceon. but if someone else wants to run a Hail team, I could always predict that and run Aurora Veil. I think that would be quite nice. Maybe no, I wouldn't run a Curse. I'm kind of just looking at the options here, just like looking at what kind of moves it has. But I'll see. I'll have to see how I can bring it. My goal is just to make Glaceon really useful in one of the games. If I can have one really good game with Glaceon, I'll be happy. And that is it for the draft. That's all my team. I've got Celebi, Incineroar, Milotic, Silvally, Gardevoir, Flygon, Lucario, Raichu, Sableye, and Glaceon. And that's the squad this time. It's my first draft league in about a year. I don't play competitive Pokemon too often, so I'm quite excited to get back into it. I haven't really played any competitive Pokemon in Sword and Shield. I'm still going through the game. I've only just got to White-On. So yeah, we'll just see how this goes, and hopefully I can get a few W's this season. If you enjoyed, definitely hit the like button down below. And also subscribe if you haven't already, just so you can get notified on all the matches and any other video that I upload on the channel. And hopefully I'll see you in the next video, my dudes. Bye!